Piecework is a form of payment where workers are compensated based on the quantity of units they produce, rather than on an hourly wage. In the electrical contracting industry, piecework can involve paying electricians per outlet installed, light fixture hung, or other specific task completed. The legality of piecework in electrical contracting varies by jurisdiction. In some states, piecework is expressly prohibited. In others, it is allowed but subject to certain restrictions. The Fair Labor Standards Act, also known as FLSA, which is enforced by the U.S. Department of Labor, also known as DOL, does not explicitly prohibit piecework. However, it does require employers to pay overtime to employees who work more than 40 hours per week. Individual states have varying laws and regulations governing piecework in electrical contracting. Some states, such as California, have laws that specifically prohibit electricians from being paid on a piecework basis. In other states, piecework is allowed but subject to certain conditions. For example, the Nevada State Electrical Board requires that piecework contracts be in writing and that the pay rate be fair and reasonable. The contract must also specify that the electrician is not an employee of the contractor and that they are responsible for their own taxes and insurance. If an employer is found to be violating piecework laws, they may face penalties such as fines, back wages, and damages. Additionally, employees who are misclassified as independent contractors may lose their rights to benefits such as overtime pay, workers' compensation, and health insurance. Aside from the legal implications, piecework can also raise ethical concerns. Some argue that it can incentivize workers to cut corners or take shortcuts in order to increase their productivity. Others believe that it can lead to exploitation of workers, as employers may set overly ambitious piece rates that make it difficult for workers to earn a fair wage. The legality of piecework in electrical contracting varies by jurisdiction. In some states, it is prohibited, while in others it is allowed but subject to certain restrictions. Employers should consult with legal counsel to ensure that their piecework practices comply with all applicable laws and regulations. It is also important to consider the ethical implications of piecework and to ensure that workers are treated fairly and compensated appropriately.